Hey guys, Gamer of Gamers here with a New Year announcement. Um, this last year, definitely has been quite the change for me. Uh, channel wise, I've gone from doing regular Let's Play content to being more of a live streamer these days, to where this might announcement videos like these might be the only videos I make on YouTube anymore. It's probably just going to be all live streaming from this point onward, which is definitely a good thing in my opinion, since it allows for more audience interaction. Definitely makes it more difficult though for like newcomers to watch archived content. Yeah. But nonetheless, I do think I prefer live streaming. It feels a lot more comfortable. It feels more fun to be able to get more direct tips instead of having to like wait for comments to show up on some ideas. Uh, there's a lot of potential, and of course, with this being a new year, there's still games I'm getting to, like the Toho series and stuff. But there is also, of course, some new games, as always. Thanks to the recent winter sale Steam had, I haven't purchased as many as I did last summer. I purchased only, I think, a couple of games. I bought that Valve pack that allows you to get every Valve game that exists for a very small amount of money. I think I got it for only like $6. So I now have every Valve game. So not a lot of the Valve games I've heard about I've been that much interested in playing, but who knows? Maybe there's some ones that stand out. Also, I already played Portal, so technically the value pack was cheaper for me. But who knows? If there's any good Valve games you guys think it should be worth playing for me, I can consider it. I also took the time to purchase Sekiro. I've heard that one was a bit more of a difficult From Software game compared to a lot of their others. And the only From Software game I've played so far is Dark Souls, and I would have preferred going to Dark Souls 2 or 3 next, but those games were not on sale. Sekiro was half off. I know Elden Ring was 30% off, but that was still quite a bit, and I didn't want to be. Since I am still a college student, I don't want to get too careless with my money. So I think I'm gonna wait until a potentially better deal comes in before I get Elden Ring. Feel free to try and change my mind at all if you think Elden Ring is a good idea. But for the time being, I could consider playing Sekiro at some point, even though, again, I have been told that it's one of the more difficult From Software games, so we'll see how much of a challenge that game provides. I do wish I could play some of the others, except I hear like some of the other From Software games like Demon Souls and Bloodborne are like PlayStation exclusives. Unfortunately, I do not have a PlayStation myself, so I'm not ever going to be able to play those games, which is a bit of a shame since while Bloodborne looks a bit, grosser compared to the other From Software games, I hear a lot of good things about it, and I know Demon Souls being, the game that started it all before, like the pre Dark Souls. I know technically the original maybe has some stuff that hasn't aged well, and I hear like the PS4 remake is like amazing, but also kind of like the easiest out of all the Souls games. Nonetheless, I think Sekiro, at least throw in a nice challenging game for the year. But also in terms of my personal life as well, I know that's also been quite a difficulty in terms of the fact that I could not get a good system to do well. Something I didn't realize back at UW Oshkosh that really was what led to my last semester there being such a disaster is that I'm very impulse driven in that it's very like easy to on instinct go running off onto the games, and like especially when there's tasks that I don't want to do for classes and stuff, and that's kind of what added up to a lot of my last semester at UW Oshkosh being mostly just me in my dorm playing games and stuff. which is why there was such a large influx of plenty of videos to spare that I didn't need to worry about running out at the time. Why there wasn't the inevitable crash back in like either summer or sometime in college that I ran out of videos to upload and was just getting bored of them. There is also actually, I'm not changing subjects yet. But yeah, that's kind of what led to me preferring a more hands-on experience over at the technical college, and I think the support systems I've set up are working much better. And because yeah, I feel like my support systems back at UW Oshkosh, it just wasn't enough, and who knows, maybe I just wasn't getting enough, taking the time to sign up for more support systems. But in terms of my plans moving forward at this technical college to have a better chance of succeeding and making sure I don't repeat the same mistakes I had at the technical college, I've tried a couple of things. One thing here is that I've got a calendar. I've got a bit of a calendar here that I'll be using to mark down assignment due dates and stuff to a bit of a better job plan out the semester. Another thing is I'm gonna be trying to really get away. Well, not get away exactly, but really try and put a bit more pressure on myself that like this isn't time for games. This is time to work on assignments as this semester happens. So basically, I won't be doing any live streaming until the assignments I have in my schedule are finished within the time frames I'm wanting to do them on. If not, then I don't live stream, which does kind of put on some high stakes here because it basically means that either I do well in my classes and we're able to enjoy more live streams, or I still get that give in to the impulse and I end up not doing well in my classes and doing much less live streams, which I really don't want to do. So I'm putting a lot at stake here, basically. Now, even if I end up live streaming less throughout the semester, do keep in mind, guys, that my personal life is, my highest priority. Priorities are always meant to be put above all else. So, I do still enjoy this channel. I'll still be making great content. Look forward to the games I may be playing in the future. Good news, though, is that I have plenty of days until the next semester starts. So it's currently New Year's Day that I'm recording this, and I believe I've got about like 18 days of free days before the next semester starts, so I've got time to relax for a while longer. There is also the fact that in terms of my choice to stay at Grandma and Grandpa's, yeah, which is the reason why I've been on a pretty large hiatus throughout the holidays, is the fact that I spent a lot more time than I thought I would down at Grandma and Grandpa's. Initially, the plan was that me and my sister were going to go down there for 3 days throughout Christmas time, and then we were going to head home. I was given the option while I was there to stay with Grandma and Grandpa for a while longer, and it was a bit of a difficult choice because I didn't really check the schedule yet to see when classes start. So I was a bit unsure if it was a good idea, since I was unsure, if how with me having no idea how often I'll be able to stream during the semester with this new plan, if I should focus more time during these times outside of semesters to spend time, playing games with the audience and stuff. Or if I'd be willing to spend more time with family. Again, though, I decided to put family above all else there, and because it's not often I get to spend some good quality time with the grandparents, so I chose to stay there. which was a bit difficult since I only packed for 3 days. I didn't exactly pack my razor, which is kind of the reason why you might notice I have a bit of a beard. I'll probably be shaving that off before I live stream the next day. Um, but nonetheless, I'd say my time there was worth it. Got good old time to myself, and um, here's to a wonderful 2023. Hopefully, we get some new announcements on a new Spyro game. I know a lot of people on Twitter have been getting real impatient with the possibility of a new Spyro game. I've maintained my patience so far, and I'm certain I can hold on to it for a while longer, as long as there's plenty of good games I can continue to enjoy. I can wait. Because I hear that another YouTuber has pointed out that like 2023 is going to be Spyro's 25th anniversary. Uh, so there's a high chance of some sort of a Spyro announcement. No idea if it might end up being a new game. Because like ever since Crash 4 first came out, the new Crash 4, It's About Time, Spyro fans knew that Spyro had to follow in Crash's footsteps, and it's kind of the main reason why fans are begging for a new Spyro game. And then another year where there's a high chance of a new Spyro announcement is 2024, because I have heard that 2024 is gonna be the next year of the dragon, from what I've heard. Nonetheless, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But here's to another great year. Hope that both my personal life goes better, as well as, you know, getting to continue enjoying some great games and spending time with the audience. We'll see how that all goes. Until then, this is the Gamer of Gamers, and stay excellent, everyone.